Hi everyone, and welcome back to Mama Lou's Kitchen. I'm your host, Angie Liu, and today I wanted to share with you my essentials for a Korean kitchen. Be sure to pick these up on your next trip to the Korean market, and you should be in good shape to cook any one of my recipes. For cooking oils, I like to use either grapeseed oil or avocado oil because of the high smoke point. You can use whatever oil that you have, but try to look for something with a neutral flavor and a high smoke point. For instance, this avocado oil says high heat, 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and definitely avoid extra virgin oils. So for seasonings, I'm definitely using a lot of sesame oil. Sesame oil comes in a lot of different varieties, but I usually use pure sesame oil and look for something that's a little bit darker. It definitely has a nuttier flavor. For seasoning agents, you're going to need the following. Soy sauce. I like to buy low sodium soy sauce just because Korean food tends to have a lot of sodium in it to begin with. Seasoned rice vinegar. If you can't find seasoned rice vinegar, just remember that regular rice vinegar doesn't have sugar in it, so you're going to have to add the extra sugar to get the right flavor. This is doenjang, which is fermented soybean paste. I use doenjang in my stews and in some of my soups. This is gochujang, which is red pepper paste. This paste I tend to use a lot in my marinades, sauces, and dressings, but I also use it in some of my stews. This is gochugaru, which is red pepper powder. Helps to add a little kick to some of the dishes. And these are roasted sesame seeds. Try to look for the kind that's unsalted again because we have a lot of salty agents here. And last, I have seojut, which is salted shrimp sauce. Seojut I'm not using as much as the other ingredients, but if you can find it at the market, please grab some because I do use it in some of my soups and stews and also in my ultimate egg steam. Let's talk about storage. For soy sauce, once you open it, keep it in the fridge. The rice vinegar is going to be fine in your pantry at room temperature. The paste, once opened, you want to keep it in the refrigerator also. And for the red pepper powder and the sesame seeds, I like to keep it in the freezer because it can keep longer and the sesame seeds definitely can go rancid. For the shrimp sauce, you want to keep it in the fridge from the beginning. For sweeteners, you're going to need sugar, white or brown, but it'd be nice if you could have both. And this is oligodang, which is fructose corn syrup. You could also use regular corn syrup. I try not to use this as much, but some dishes definitely call for it, like some particular panchans and tteokbokki. For the dried ingredients, you're going to need dashima or kombu. This is a special variety of kelp. It usually comes in a really large sheet. I just have it cut up here. This is really important in bringing out a ton of flavor in my soups and stews. And next we have myoruchi, which are dried anchovies. This is also important for the soups and stews. Has a ton of flavor. And this is myeok. Myeok is also dried seaweed, and you're going to need this for some side dishes and some soups I'm going to be making. And you don't need a ton of this because it expands a lot in water. You can store this seaweed at room temperature, but the dried anchovies, I recommend keeping them in the freezer. The fresh ingredients are going to vary by episode, but I'm always going to be using a combination of garlic, ginger, green onions, and onions. So if you can have these on hand in your refrigerator, it will really help. Also, if you see chopped garlic at the Korean market, you can pick some up to save time. And I also like to chop up my green onions and keep some in the freezer as well. Thank you so much for watching. Pom Pom and I are so excited to share many more recipes with you. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or special requests, please feel free to reach out. Bye-bye now.